Hey guys, we're here with the Seattle Regional Deck profile. Who are you and what did you play?
Hi, I'm Jeremy Glassman. I played Mannadium. This is the list from my winning profile, but I guess I'm Seattle Regionals.
All right.
So I obviously played 2 Vsauce. You don't want more. You have plenty of way to get it, and it can kind of break if you play too many. This is the basic of the deck. You play 3 Reum and then 3 Meek. I don't play Torrid. You can maybe play it with a new level 6 Synchro because it's good to draw, but right now you do not want to draw more than 1 ball. It can kind of break up your hand, and there's so many ways to get to it that it's not necessary to play any more than this. Then you play 3 Clarium, the 3 Obsession to search it, 1 Imaginings, and 1 Reframing. Some people don't play this. I really liked it. It's fixes hands. It's the best spell you can search when you already use all your reading stuff on things you don't, on just everything else. You already search Obsession, you already have a Meek, you already have, or you're going second, you don't want to obviously get Reframing. You can get really strong that way. The tuner effect in Grave doesn't really come up, but it's there. Then for the Scarecrow package, 3 Reichardt, 1 Phobia, and 2 Arrival. I don't think 2 Phobia is right now. Going forward with Samsara, it's more of a thought because you have more ways to make Lightheart, and it's easier to cycle Lightheart for Lightheart going forward. I really like 3 Reichardt. It's the best normal summon going second because it gets immediately the Arrival to Reborn itself, so that through disruption you can chain Reum to destroy it and still have more bodies around. And also, this deck can lose but it doesn't have a normal summon, so you want to play a good amount of them. Then I played 2 Fenrir, 1 Scarecash, and then 1 Raceoff, which is just extra copies of Fenrir because I do play Terraforming. These are really good going second. Forces out interaction from your opponent. You can get Scarecash. Fenrir Search and Scarecash is really good because Scarecash can get into Lightheart, which gets to Phobia, which gets to Vsauce, or Reichardt, depending on your hand. Also, going first, Fenrir is a really good target for Obsession. You summon Fenrir, Obsession it, Scarecash off the Fenrir, and Scarecash summon Lightheart, and then you can get Clarium off the Obsession, and then you have basically full combo from there. One Terraforming, and then 1 Pearl Arena. This is really good for 2 reasons. One, if you're starting with this, many people think you're on tier and they'll respect you that way, but seriously, if you open Calarium plus either Reum or Meek, it's not full combo, but it becomes basically a full combo if you play Pearl Arena. The point is, you can go Calarium, get the other half of Reum or Meek, normal summon Meek, Reum, pop the Meek to summon itself, and then you'll go into the Amritara and search Pearl Arena because this can search Vsauce, and then Amritara into Lightheart, so you have access to all of the engine that way. Also, because of Terraforming, you do have basically kind of 4 just hard copies of Vsauce that are not only Lion and Clarium, because usually you want Clarium for Reum or Meek. So next, I played 3 Foolish Burial Goods and Triple Karma, which is probably the what's out there part of the deck. It adds a lot of consistency, being able to search any spell that I mentioned, Vsauce, Pearl Arena, so you can start with that. Really people think you're on tier, and then try to resolve, and then bait Ash or something else. And then also, you can also send Obsession, so if you need to extend, you can send Obsession to special from hand if you get interrupted on your normal summon, or you need to get a Vsauce out of your hand. Also, like, drawing Triple Karma is not really that bad in this deck. There's a lot of ways you can send to Grave, including, it's like making Baron is super easy. Off 1 normal summon, you can Baron, pop this, and then basically go from there. Like, if you open Reichardt and Triple Karma, it's basically full combo, because you can go the Reichardt line for Baron, You go Baron, pop this, get Obsession target the Light Heart you have, get Clarium, get Reum, and then Obsession just out the Reum from your hand. And then you can just play from there. Next, to play 1 Rhoda, because it searches Reum and Reichardt. 1 Called, and then 2 Talents. Call was always good. Talents was okay. It didn't really resolve that much because I think people, as I thought, were going to be playing less hand traps. They thought I'm not playing any hand traps. I don't want to lose to Talents or Thrust right now. So this is probably this part of the deck, but it's also Talents. It's just really strong in general, but it might be something better going forward with the new support. Like Visa Samsara might take these 2 slots just to have more ways to always play the game and a little bit of extension. And finally, I played 3 Droplets and 1 Duster. Duster is always good to have, going second, and it's a thrust target, which I play on the side. Droplets was the MVP all tournament. It's always strong first or second. You can dodging removal, especially ones that would try to bounce or banish, so you can put it in grave instead, is really strong in this deck. You have a lot of ways to just generate advantage with Fenrir, with Race Off from the Terror with Perlino, and just have dead cards or laying around from all your field spells. You're playing all 4 planets, so you always have ways to kind of mitigate the minus of Droplet. So this was really strong, and I expect it to still be strong moving forward. For the side, I played 1 Change, 1 Herald, and then 3 Thrust for them. These were okay. This deck has a really good Pearly matchup, actually. Due to this and due to the Droplets and the Talents, and with what you can plus keep playing through Noir, with Fenrir and the like. I played 3 Pearly and I won both of them, and the only draw I had from it was against Pearly, but I probably do my own play. I should have scooped game 2 earlier instead of game 2 ending in time. Trust didn't resolve that much, just like Talents, as people are aware of it and playing around it. I maybe would have liked a bit more hand traps in the side that are more targeted, but Thrust is still the card going forward, but I'm not sure if it'll make the cut post Agoff. 3 Droll, I expect this to even be better, post Agoff, and it was really strong all tournament. The finals against Dragon Link was basically Droll back and forth until one person didn't have Droll anymore. So tells you how that is. And then I played 3 Ash for just it covers a lot of decks, Branded Chimera, Labyrinth, etc. And then I played 4 Bestials, 1 Mag, and 3 Druish. It's a lot of synergy in this deck because you can make level 10 synchros really easily. A Chaos Angel with any of your normal summons, or a level 4 Meek. You can make Baron or Dissipator, etc. You can make Excel with Meek in this, and then make Dissipator from there, or Baron. So there's a lot of synergy that way. And you really want to keep bodies on the board. So this first Decro is a debate, but in this deck specifically, I really like the Bestials just for having that field presence. For extra deck, 1 Lightheart, don't play 2, I'm not playing 2 Phobia. 1 Cross Sheep. This is crazy in the deck. The fact that it just reborns Meek all the time, and it's part of the main combo, because I like to end on 1 extra synchro and a 3 synchros instead of keeping the Ashlar materials engraved, because then you lose to less stuff like Lava Golem or Super Poly. Azalea, which will be Little Knight moving forward. This never came up, but it's good to have, but Little Knight will be even better to have.
Of course.
Apo, it's Apo. I don't know what to say. Stardust and Excel. Regular Stardust came up, but it was good, but its deck space post Agoff becomes a lot more tight with the new Synchro, and then Samsara opens up a little bit of stuff like you can make Dweller pretty easily if you open Samsara. That I'm not sure this regular Stardust make a cut. Obviously Excel I believe will remain, but I'm not sure if you can keep playing Stardust. It's irrelevant. Amatara, it's crazy, kind of search everything in the deck. Ice Jade, this is probably the most out there pick of the extra deck. I thought this card was really strong on tournament, and it felt so the last several weeks. You make it with, at the end of the combo, you make Cross Sheep, you summon Ashloud to Reborn Meek, and then Meek's the Water Tuner, so you can make Ice Jade. This protects the field from stuff like Fenrir, any other banishing or destruction removal. It also is really strong against a lot of like now like tier. You can chain it to a tier name. You can chain this to any unchained effect. Like the Rage, this has to link with your guys. You can chain this to the Rage and then just out of that way. It's just really strong right now because it's non-targeting, non-destruction removal. Chaos Angel, it's the best card going second to protect everything else you're making. And also, if you can make this, if you open one arrival, you can make this as part of your M board to insulate you from Nibiru and other stuff, depending if you do this or Appaloosa. And depending if Appaloosa is not very good in the matchup, if you know game 2 or 3. Dissipator and Baron, just the best little synchros in the game. And then Crimson to summon the Dissipator, or Excel if you're targeting Amatara, which does come up a decent amount. 2 Astra, you can play 3, but it doesn't really ever come up for me. And except in rare instances, and I felt that the last card I played, Zeus, is probably more relevant. I played 2 Talons and Change of Heart and Thrust. This can come up a bit more. This is probably one of the cards that will be cut though moving forward. I'm thinking I'm probably playing less Thrust, Change of Heart. And the extra XP becomes more tight because you'll be playing the new level 6 Synchro, and you'll also be playing moving forward Samsara. This card is pretty strong. It's not going to change the deck or anything, but it does allow that to be more consistent, make Dweller, extend through disruption, like that are like banishing, like if they banish Lightheart, banish Vsauce with a Druid's Worm or a Mag or a DD Crow, you can Vsauce, so put the other Vsauce back and then still have a Vsauce Starfrost in rotation. Because this is a 1521, it's both a tuner and a non-tuner, and it's Vsauce Starfrost. It's like all parts of the deck, and it comes up from hand, so it's pretty strong moving forward. For matchups, I started with some rogue. I lost the die roll versus Invoke Synchron Generator. Won that beginning matchup. Then I won the die roll versus Earth Machine. Won that. Played against regular Synchron. Lost the die roll. Lost the die roll versus Pearly. Lost the die roll versus Pearly again. Lost the die roll versus Pearly a third time. That one was a draw. Then I won the die roll versus Unchained. Won the die roll versus Makonko. And then lost the die roll versus Dragon Lane in the finals. But obviously the deck doesn't seem like it can go second, but it actually, with stuff like Droplet and Fenrir and Talents, is really good at playing through removal and disruption. You have any way to make in Ream chaining to any removal on your normal summon comes up a lot. So if you have any way to extend through one removal disruption, that can just stack on bodies on the board, and it's really good against through barrier. People think it's really strong, but it's really easy for this deck to play through it. You can make format Apo through barrier. With Astraloud, you can often put up 8k damage because this deck can link climb pretty easily, and also has the fusion mechanic. I think Mania is pretty strong moving forward. Obviously, we'll see how the meta develops post Agov and Indy. But I think the main engine will remain the same with maybe some Samsara, and we'll see about the non-engine after that.
Awesome.
So thanks for...
Yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot for bringing up your profile. Congrats again for winning the Seattle Regional. It's an amazing accomplishment, well deserved. And we definitely hope to see more from you in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.